Dear friends, welcome back with another machine on the Van Hub, which is Hackin OS. The link will be put into the description section below so that you can download and play the machine. This machine is a bit interesting, and also it will not be so complicated at all. So it deserves your own practice to sharpen your cybersecurity skills, such as pivoting, such as hash decrypting with John the Ripper. Before we go ahead, if you don't mind, please subscribe to my channel and leave a like below. You're greatly appreciated. So enough talk, let's just get started. We can head over to Kali Linux VM. First of all, we need to discover the IP address of the target. The utility I'd like to use, as always, would be netdiscover. So as you can see over here, the IP address of the target could be recognized as 227. So what shall we do next? We need to do the port and surface scanning with a map. To save time of this video, I've already completed before, so for now we just get out its result. As you can see over here, I used the option like scene scan, the virtual scan, the default script scan, followed by the -p- to do the full range port scan. The last option of all is ON to output the result into this file. So from the map scanning results, we can tell that the target has two open port numbers. The first one is 22, which is running SSH service or secure shell service, and also the version information, including the exact version number 7.2. This version is not updated. However, I don't think we can find any vulnerability except the username enumeration vulnerability, which is not what we want at this point. The second one is 8000, which is running HTTP service, and also the version information, Apache 2. And also by its default script scanning option, we can be told that this web application has robots file ready or available, which contains two disallowed entries, upload and uploads directly. Afterwards, we need to check it out by the browser manually. And also maybe the target is running WordPress CMS. So I think that's all for the map scanning and its analysis, results, analysis. So what should we do next? We need to fire up the browser to start the manual enumeration. And we can fire up the browser. And we can, I think it will be, we can open up the browser and clear the history first. Make sure the history will not affect our penetration. And we can put the IP address of the target into the address bar of the browser. Press enter. And we got the page back. Although this page is not rendered properly or completely, which doesn't matter, okay? And we can check its source code. So nothing special here. And also, I think you can notice some links like Hello World, Open Link, but we got some error because this will be led to the local host. However, local host is our Kali Linux, so this is the reason. But this doesn't matter. And also, we can log in. I think we will get the error too. And next, we can access the robots file and the content. We can copy and note it down to our notebook. Okay, so next we can access the uploads directory and forbidden and upload PHP. Even here, we can find this page upload.php, which allow us to upload the file. So, and we can, of course, here, we are allowed to upload picture or image, but image itself is not useful for our purpose, right? So what we are going to do next, we need to try to upload a malicious PHP file, okay? So now, I think we can copy from my toSets directory, PHP, and we need to do some modification to meet our environment at this moment, okay? And the IP address of the Kali Linux. As usual, I'd like to change port number to 555, which is my favorite port number. So now we can try to upload this file to the target, and we can locate our working directory, select, submit. However, I think we got the error, right? So I think maybe we need to check its source code, and we can scroll down. You can find this comment. This should be the hint left by the author. And I've already opened up this GitHub. And even here, we are given the source code of this upload.php. So now we can get the entire logic, including the control, by the web application. And as you can see, the web application will check the MIME or MIME type. And so the only allowable image would be PNG or GIF. So I think this can be bypassed very easily. We can trick the web application by adding the magic information or magic header into our PHP file. Okay, let me show you. And as you can see here, the link will be put into the description below as well. So for different types of image, we'll have different the magic, or signature magic header. So we try to cheat the web application by adding this header to the file. Okay, let me copy, and we can vim and go to the header, insert. All right, so now we can write and quit. So then before we upload the file, we can set up the listener first. Okay, so now we can fire up the browser and select and submit. As you can see, the file has been uploaded successfully. However, can you notice this question mark? The file name has been changed. Even if we can review the source code very carefully, as you can see, this is the logic. After we upload the file to the target, the file name will be changed. Well, this should be the original file name, and however, we'll put the random number, and the random number, the scope of this number will be between 1 and 100. And afterwards, we will put the extension PHP. Of course, this case, we have the extension option is PHP. Okay, so how to do next? I think we can use Python to find the location of uploaded file. Okay, so let me show you in action. So we can use PyCharm or any other editor what you are comfortable with, but I prefer PyCharm. We can import a requests module, And also we need to import hashlib module, which can generate hash value for string. And also we can import the sys module, import the time module. So first method I like to define would be hash. And we can pass the parameter or argument word. And we can return hashlib MD5. And of course, we need to encode this string. Encode. Okay. And then hex. Next, how to do? We can for I range for 1 to 100. And then, so this should be, the page should be get hash. Our original file is shell PHP and plus string. So this, as you can see over here, the original file name, and this will be concatenated to the random number, and then we'll calculate its MD5 hash value. Okay, so now I think it's correct, right? And also we need to put the extension. And then the URL should be, and we can copy from the browser. Uploads. Okay. And the page. So then we can response requests get URL. Then we can print response status code. And we can print out the URL as well. We can use, it's fine. If response status code is 200, and then we do not need to continue, right? I think that's all. Very simple, right? We can try to run it to see whether there is any error. We can Python finder. Maybe we need to use the time module sleep for half second. Let's run it again. Maybe we can run it again. "404" means not found. Hopefully we can get the right one, and then we can go ahead. When I did the machine, the first time I need to restart the machine. I don't know why, but I indeed restarted the machine. But failed to find the file name or location, maybe we can upload another file with the same content, and we can change this to shell 1 or shell 2, which doesn't matter, shell 2. So shell 2, and let's run it again. Let's run it again. So we need to upload this file, submit, and Python Finder. Let's run it. Do I need to restart the target machine? I'm not sure. Interesting. Why? I had the same issue with this machine when I did the machine the first time, to be honest. And I couldn't figure out the reason. Oh, as you can see, this time we got the collection from the target, which is so wonderful. You know, I don't know. I did the same thing. I just, got the copy of the original file, and this does work. Okay, so now we can spawn better shell. We can check the Python 2 is there. Import pty spawn, and so from the host name we can guess that although we have already got the shell on the target, we are still within the container. The ID is www-data, and go to the home directory, nothing at all. And we can go to the opt directory. Maybe we need to define the term variable so that we can clear screen when necessary to get bigger space. Okay, and go to the go to the var, go to the backups directory to make local immersion. Go to the www directory, HTML directory, nothing here. And then we can get the WordPress collection credential, the username, both username and password are WordPress. Interesting. So the WordPress creates. Okay, so now I think we can connect to the database, connect to MySQL with credential WordPress, and paste the WordPress, but cannot connect to local MySQL server. Maybe MySQL server is not running in this container. So what can we do next? We can upload the NumPy shell script to do the automatic immersion, right? I've already got this script ready. So next we can upload this script to the target by setting up a web server on the Kali Linux. And we can use wget NumPy. However, wget command is not found. So how about q? Q command is there, so then we can use its alternative to upload. You know, Q command is different from the wget. When we try to save or upload the file, we need to use the option of O and the name pairs, and we need to change it, make it executable, and then we can run it. I think we have already found some interesting information. The tail command, we can scroll up because that command is highlighted in yellow and red color, which can be easily discovered. Okay, so this binary has SUID bit. You know, tail command. So I think we can use this command to retrieve a file. For example, like we can use tail shadow. However, you know, by default, tail command only display or print out the last 10 lines. So to get because we want to get the hash or password of the root user, which always located in the first line. So we can, like the first line, shadow. Oh, we need to use not dash, we need to use this shadow. So tail, I forgot to use this command. Sorry, very imbalancing. Tail. We want to start from the very beginning of the file. Output the file. Output. Don't worry, we can use Google to make some research. Read first line. Okay, I think we can use this. Doesn't matter. We have already got its usage. Then we can use tail. And so the shadow. And as you can see, we got the first line. We can copy and we can save into the file. And then we can use John the Ripper to crack it because I have already cracked it before. So now we can use show option to display the clear text password John. So then we can make privilege escalation by switch user to root and the John, it does work. So clear what so we can get the flag. This should be the first flag. So what do we have to next? We need to escape from this container. We must do it. So how to do? maybe we can spawn Metpreter or generate Metpreter session. You know, Metpreter is very good utility, which can allow us to, you know, for example, make pivoting, because we need to escape from the container. In most cases, we need to use the Metpreter. Okay, so how to do? First of all, we need to create the payload of the Metpreter payload with the command msf volume. Okay, press enter. We can use -p to specify the payload type, and also we need to specify the local host. This case would be Kali Linux, and also different port number, which is not occupied port number on the Kali Linux, and the format would be the payload executable for Linux. Okay, next we can launch the Metasploit console. In the meantime, we can upload this file to the target. We can, here, we can go to the temp directory. Then we can use, okay, no wget. Met, and oh, my bad, we need to use O option. I forgot. Met O option. We can use the same file name, and then we can make it executable. And before we run or execute this payload, we must set up the handler first. So use exploit multi-handler, set the payload to this one. This should be the same payload. We can copy and paste, so then we will not make a mistake. Show options, we need to set localhost to our Kali Linux, set local port number to 66. Okay, and then we can run it. The handler has started, so then we can run this payload on the target. As you can see, we successfully got Metpreter session 1 opened. So next, of course, Metpreter, you know, we can use, for example, set up the route and use some like scanner. But for me, such modules are not so effective as we are expecting. Of course, this is my personal experience. So if it's possible, we can utilize another way. We can upload the map binary to the target, and the map can do this job very well. And so how to do? First of all, we need to get this, locate the map, and we can copy from the my toSets directory to current working directory, and then we can utilize the Metpreter to upload. So we just use upload a map, no problem, right? And then we can get the shell. It will be. I suggest as soon as you get the shell, if this shell is not like interact shell, it will be wiser to spawn the more interactive or better shell. So we can use Python 2 to. Otherwise, you will have some problems or some issues when you try to run some commands. Okay, so pty spawn. Okay, so next we can run a map, and we want to discover a live host. Oh, first of all, we need to get the IP address of the container. Sorry, I forgot to do that, which doesn't matter. We can background, and we can run config. So the IP address is this one. We can copy. So the target, the private IP address of the target is this one. So then we can get the shell again, Python. And then we can, use the map. Press enter. Oh, I forgot to make it executable. This is my bad. And then we can run it again. Okay, so the map has already helped us to find or discover the host. We can copy its IP address, and also this one, 2.2, and then .4. Next, we need to make port scanning. Of course, a map can do this as well. And okay, so we can press enter. This step will take several minutes, so I will pause the video. When it's done, I will come back. See you there. All right, it's done. As you can see over here, this host SSH service is running, and this host is running MySQL, and the last one is nothing. So just now, do you remember? We have already got or retrieved the credentials for the MySQL collection. So this time, we can try to connect to this container or this host by MySQL. The username is WordPress. The password is WordPress as well. However, we need to use -H option to specify the machine. Press enter, and WordPress. As you can see, we are in the MySQL show database, and we can use WordPress and show tables. And normally we need to pay attention to users table, which contains credentials. But the two reasons, in this case, we do not need to take into consideration, take this table into consideration, because we do not need to log in to the WordPress. And the second reason is that you can find this table, SSH CRET. So from the table name implies that this is a very important table. So we can use select command to retrieve this table, host, SSH CRET. And this should be the username and its password. And this password is encrypted. So I think we need to oh, sorry, what I'm doing. We need to decrypt it to go on. And we can write this hash value to the file like hash2. Then we can use John the Ripper to decrypt it. Share with the list locking hash2. However, John the Ripper failed to crack it. In some cases, we need to explicitly specify the type of the hash. And I think this hash should be the MD5. You know, we can, if you don't know about it, we can use hashcat show option. As you can see, this should be the MD5. Then we can use the option of course, different utility will have different option name for the hash. And to get the list or get the such information, we can use the list formats. And you know, John the Ripper can support so many types of hash. So we can use grep command to filter out information what we want. MD5. And this one is what we want. So then we can use John the Ripper with the list hash2 and format is raw MD5. Press enter because I've already made such a crack before. So we can use the show hash2, and also we need to specify the format. Otherwise, the password cannot be displayed. The password itself is a very simple one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So then we can SSH to the target. So the username should be very long username, hummingbird. And so the IP address would be, sorry, I forgot to note it down. And the password is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It does work, right? And next we need to elevate our privilege to root user. And we can check the ID. I think we can utilize the membership of the Docker to elevate. And we can navigate to temp directory. And then, of course, you can go to the GTF OBIMS website to get the instruction. We can copy this command. And since I configure the target machine as host only, so I think in most cases, you know, we need to have the internet to download this image from the internet. But just I mentioned, this machine is with host only. So maybe we need to check whether there is images already on this host. We can run the Docker image list. It does have. So I think we can use this image to elevate. And I've already copied this command, right? I'm not sure about it. Yes, and we just copy this image name to replace the Alpine. Then we simply copy the whole command and run it. Here, as you can see, we are successful. Now we can get the, oh sorry, go to the root directory. What I'm doing? And we can grab the final flag. So that's pretty much it. I'd like to see you in the next one. Bye. Have a nice day, please.